Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we will look into the questions from the chapter called Probability. Hello friends, may I request you to please click on the subscribe button below this video. The given question is two dice, one blue and one grey are thrown at the same time. Number one is complete the following table. So we need to complete a given table in order to answer the question number 1 or the point number 1. And moving on to the point number 2, the point number 2 says that a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes: 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Therefore, each of them has a probability 1 upon 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify your answer. So guys, after answering question number 1 or bit 1, then it would be easy for us to answer bit number 2. Let us see how we are going to answer this question. Now, I have created a diagram or a picture which shows what happens when we throw two dice at the same time. Now guys, let us look here to this diagram or to this picture. This picture or this diagram will be more helpful in understanding what happens when we throw two dice. Now, let us look here. If you look here to this diagram, you will see that when we throw two dice, you will see that for getting a sum of 2, one favorable outcome comes, that is the green color. If you look here to this green color, you will see that for getting a sum of 2, we have only one favorable outcome, that is green color, that is 1 and 1. We might get only 1 and 1 only once. So that is the one favorable outcome we can get. Similarly, for getting a sum of 2, for getting a sum of 3, there, if you look here to the yellow colors, we have only two possible outcomes or the two favorable outcomes, that is 2, 1 or 1, 2. Similarly, for getting a sum of 3, for getting a sum of 4, there are three possible outcomes. That is, if you look here to this aqua color, you will see that there are three favorable outcomes: 3, 1, 2, 2 or 1, 3 for getting a sum of 4. Similarly, for getting a sum of 5, the favorable outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4. If you look here at the color gray, you will see that there are 4 favorable outcomes for getting a sum of 5. Similarly, for getting a sum of 6, there are 5 favorable outcomes. If you look here to the color orange color, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 favorable outcomes to get a sum of 6. Similarly, for getting a sum of 7, there are 6 favorable outcomes. For getting a sum of 8, if you look here to the light green color, for getting a sum of 8, we have 5 favorable outcomes, that is 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, 4 or 3, 5 or 2, 6. Similarly, for getting a sum of 9, we have 4 favorable outcomes. If you look here to the color blue, you will see that there are 4 favorable outcomes. For getting a sum of 10, you will see that we have 3 favorable outcomes. If you look here to the color brown, you will see that we have 3 favorable outcomes. For getting a sum of 11, there are 2 favorable outcomes. If you look at the color lavender, similarly, if you look here at the color red, you will see that there is only one favorable outcome for getting a sum of 12. I believe till here we are very clear and you would have understood how it happens or how we are getting these sums. And if you count all these squares, all these colored squares, you will see that the total number of outcomes is 36. If you add all this total number of colored squares, you will see that we will get a total number of outcomes is 36. After understanding this, let us try to fill up the given table. Now let us look here to the table that is I am going to put here, and we will try to fill up the given table. So this is the table that I have prepared as per the question, and I have added 1 or 2 rows extra so that it would help us to fill up this table. Now let us look here to this table. As per the question, the given table is like this. Here they have explained sum on 2 dice, and then they have given the sum 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and they have asked us the probability. So these are the 2 rows they have given. This is one row and this is the other row. About the probability they have given. But I have added another 3 more rows so that it would be easy for us to answer the given question. Now, event sum on 2 dice. So for getting a sum of 2, once we throw the 2 dice, we have the probability of number of favorable outcomes, we have 1. Just look at the original diagram that I have run, you will see the probability of getting a number 2 or the sum of 2 once we throw 2 dice is 1. So, and this probability of getting 3, the probability of getting a sum of 3 when we throw 2 dice is 2. Similarly, for sum 4 it is 3, for 5 sum of 5 it is 4, for sum of 6 it is 5, for sum of 7 it is 6, for sum of 8 number of favorable outcomes is 5, and for sum of 9 the number of favorable outcomes is 4, for sum of 10 the number of favorable outcomes is 3, for sum of 11 the number of favorable outcomes is 2, and for a sum of 12 the number of favorable outcomes is 1. This is what we got from the above table. Just look at the above table once, it would be more clear, and how I try to justify or how I try to identify it using different colors so that it will be easy for you people to understand how we can get the sum of these things. Now, after understanding the things, let us move ahead and solve this table and get the probability what is being asked in the question. Now we got the number of favorable outcomes for getting the sum of two numbers that is being asked. Either it could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 12. Now, total number of outcomes, guys. As I told you, if you add the colored squares, you will get the total outcomes, and the total outcomes is 36. Here the total outcome or the total number of the colored squares, you will get 36. So total number of outcome remains the same for each of these things. So for that reason, I am going to fill up the total number of outcomes with 36. So I am going to quickly fill up the total number of outcomes to 36. 36 remains same. This will never change because we are throwing 2 dice. So after throwing 2 dice, the total number of combinations or different combinations we will get are 36 number of different combinations we will get. You can easily identify it from the earlier diagram, earlier colored diagram. Now, probability, guys. We very well know that the probability of an event is given by number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. This is what we know. What we know? We know that the probability of an event is given by number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Now, for getting a sum of 2, the number of favorable outcomes is 1 and the total number of outcomes is 36. For getting a sum of 6, the number of favorable outcomes is 5 and the total outcome is 36. So, I can write here the probability of the event for getting a sum of 2 is 1 upon 36. This is what? Like number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. Here I can write 2 upon 36. Here I can write 3 upon 36. Number of favorable outcomes upon total outcomes. Here I can write 4 upon 36, 5 upon 36, 6 upon 36, 5 upon 36, here 4 upon 36, and here 3 upon 36, and here 2 upon 36, and here upon 1 upon 36. Now you could see that we got different combinations like number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. These numbers can further be resolved or further be solved. Like 1 upon 36 will remain same, 2 upon 36. 2 upon 36 is like 2 ones are 2, 2 18s are 36. 3 upon 36 is like 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6. 4 upon 36, 4 ones are 4, 4 nines are 36. 5 upon 36 will remain same, we cannot solve it. 6 upon 36, 6 ones are 6, 6 6 are 36. 5 upon 36 will remain same. 4 upon 36 we will get 4 ones are 4, 4 nines are 36. 3 upon 36 is like 3 ones are 3 and 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 36. 2 upon 36 is like 1 upon 18 and 1 upon 36 will remain as it is. So this is our final answer. We can say this is the probability of getting a sum of 2. For example, once we throw 2 dice, for getting a sum of 2 the probability is 1 upon 36. For getting a sum of 3 the probability is 1 upon 18. For getting a sum of 4 the probability is 1 upon 12. Similarly, for getting a sum of 10 the probability is 1 upon 12. For getting a sum of 11 the probability is 1 upon 18, and for getting a sum of 12 the probability is 1 upon 36. Hope guys till here we are very clear. Now let us move ahead and answer the second part of the question. The second part of the question says that What the second part of the question says? The second part of the question says that a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes. A student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Therefore, each of them has a probability 1 upon 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify your answer. So guys, what do you think? Do we agree with this argument? No, we do not agree with this argument. Why? Because if you look here, the student is right. There are 11 possible outcomes. There are 11 possible outcomes like 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you could see that there are 11 possible outcomes. Starting from 2, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 11 possible ways or outcomes, but the total number of outcomes remains same with 36. So we would say that we do not agree with this argument, and the student is saying that there is a probability of getting, therefore each of them has a probability of 1 upon 11. Do you find anywhere in our calculation where we got 1 upon 11? Do you saw anywhere in our calculation where we got 1 upon 11? No, we will not find 1 upon 11 at any of these probability calculations that we did. So we will not agree, because we calculated out, or we found out the probability as different things, different combinations, but we never got 1 upon 11. This is what we concluded. So we can say, do you agree with this argument? We will say that we will say that we do not agree with this argument. Just to answer this question, we can say that we do not agree. We do not agree with this argument. We do not agree with the argument. What argument we need to write? We do not agree with the argument that each of them has a probability of getting probability of 1 upon 11. We do not agree with the argument that each of them has a probability of 1 upon 11. Why? Because the outcome that we got, from the above table, does not show any outcome having 1 upon 11. That's our answer, guys. Hope guys you understood the way that I shown you, and the way how I calculated out, how I proved this given questions solution. But still, if you have any doubts or questions, please reach out to me in the comment section of this video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe. If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.